Hello everybody, it's Maquito. I hope everybody's having a good day and it's had a good day so far. We have a pretty good video last video. We swept the player props. Like I mentioned, I usually go over the video the plays from the last video at the end of the video, so I'll go over that at the end. But we have a really big slate when it comes to the Europa League and Conference League. There's a lot of games to go through when it comes to those, but usually when it comes to those, there's not as many player props as there usually should be, mainly because most of the time they don't even post anything from the Conference League and they don't post all the games in the Europa League. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of teams that when the Champions League, it might be bigger teams playing smaller teams, but in these competitions, it's also much smaller teams than the smaller teams, if that makes sense. So even less data to go off of, so the books don't want to risk those plays. They don't know what to post. So either way, I do have plays for y'all. If I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. I try to post whenever I can, but one, I do have a job outside of YouTube, so it's hard for me to find time in between. And two, I might not even find any plays that I like. But I will have time to take a look at any added plays for the early games. So if I do find any plays that I like, they will be in the pinned comment or my Discord, which is linked as well, which is completely free. No reason not to join. But other than that, I'll get straight into the plays. And the first play that I found that I like is Stefan Liner to go higher than 0.5 shots at home for Salzburg, going up against go-ahead Eagles. He's an overlapping fullback and is involved in the offense, whether it's shooting or whether it's playmaking. He playmakes more than he shoots, but I still like the line regardless. He needs to take at least one shot. He's averaged 0.92 shots per 90 domestically in his league and has gone over this line in 2 of 3 games in the cup so far, which is what I like. He's versatile across those 2 competitions, domestically in the league and in the Europa League. He's took 6 with his right, 5 with his left, and 2 headers. So he can shoot with either foot. He's involved in set pieces as well, and he's a long shot taker, taking 9 from inside the box and 4 from outside the box. Not only is he versatile, long shot taker, but he has a good matchup against the Eagles, who have been poor defensively when it comes to the amount of shots that they've allowed on average to opponents. Again, across both leagues, they've allowed 18.8 shots on average, home and away. But if you look at their away games in the league, they go from allowing 16.4 shots at home, which is already a lot, up to 19.2 away. That's even more. So again, away from home, they allow a lot of shots, and it showed in the Europa League. And the one away game that they've had so far in the Europa League, they gave Panathinaikos 33 shots, which is really, really high. So again, he's gonna have opportunities. One of their biggest weaknesses, yes, they have a lot of weaknesses, but one of their biggest ones is defending attacks down the wings. He's a fullback. He will be attacking down the wing, so that's good for us as well. Salzburg have lost all 3 of their games in the cup. The Eagles have actually been able to pick up points so far across the first 3 games, while Salzburg have lost all 3. So if anything, Eagles might want to try to play defensively, try to pick up points, which means they're going to invite pressure, while Salzburg, on the other hand, have to be aggressive, have a good matchup so far, and they need to shoot, and he's going to be part of that. In the games he plays the full game. He was rested in the last league game. He got subbed in for like the last 8 minutes or so, but he was rested, so I expect him to play the full game here. So I like this play, Stefan Liner to go higher than 0.5 shots. And the second play that I found that I like is a safe play, and that's Anthony to go higher than 1.5 shots at home for Real Betis, going up against Lyon. Honestly, there's not a lot to explain, but I'll still provide stats to back it up as to why I like this play. He will get his chances. He has averaged 3.81 shots per 90 in La Liga. He's gone over in both games in the cup so far, so he's gone over in both games. He's averaging almost 4 in the league. He's their main man up top, their best offensive player, coming off a performance against Mallorca in which he got 2 goals, 1 assist, and went over this line and took 4 shots at home. Now he's at home again. He's played 5 home games so far this season, has gone over in all 5 home games. So he's done well. He shoots the ball. He's a long shot taker across the Europa League and in La Liga. He's taken 18 from outside the box, 12 from inside the box. He's a left-footed player that plays on the right, so he cuts into the space and shoots, and there's not much they can do to stop him. He's a quick player. He's an agile player. He's a quick dribbler. And 2 of Leon's biggest weaknesses is obviously not only defending the wings, but also allowing long shots. So that's a perfect matchup for him to get his chances. And in Ligue 1 and domestically, Lyon go from allowing 9.4 shots at home up to 14 shots away. That's a pretty big difference, which is good for us. And then Tolisso may or may not be out for Lyon. According to FotMob, they have him listed as suspended, which I'm not sure why. So he may or may not play this game. If he does play, still it's not going to affect why I like this play. But if he is out, he's a big defensive player for them as well in the midfield. So either way, whether he plays or not, it's not going to affect us, but better for us if he doesn't play. But I think it's a safe play. I like the line. Anthony to go higher than 1.5 shots. Before I get into my money line play, I really appreciate if everybody liked the video and commented as well. If I have any added plays, like I mentioned before, they will be in the pinned comment. I will try. I only have a money line play, although there is a lot of games. I will try to add more because before I add them, I want to see the lineups. I want to see how teams are gonna play. Sometimes teams, even though they should be confident in winning the games, sometimes they use the opportunity to rotate some players into those games. So I want to see what the lineups are before I post any more plays, before I post any more money line plays. So if I do have more, they will be there. I do also let y'all know in my Discord, which is completely free to join. It is completely free. I post all my picks on this video for free. All the added plays are free. It's just for those that want to get notified of when the video goes out. And I do also let y'all know when my added plays are there. It's a great community as well where people talk during the games and post their plays as well. So there's no reason not to join. And you please could like the video and comment as well. It's a great way to support the channel, whether it's just showing your support, typing something random, asking questions. Any comments are welcome. That helps boost the video out to more people. It takes just a second. And the only form of premium that I have is my YouTube membership. If you're interested in that, again, I don't hide any picks. It's just for those that want to support the channel a little more, and you do get the content out even earlier. So if you're not a member, those that are already got the plays and the picks for everybody else. So again, great way to support the channel. And have my link for Outlier as well, which is great for the top 5 leagues and for all of the sports. You get a 7-day free trial, so there's no reason not to try. You get 7 days for free. If you don't like it, you can cancel it, and if you do, you can continue with the subscription. If you use my link, you get access to everything: NBA, NFL, soccer, everything you can think of. You can use it. It's a great resource app. You can find a lot of plays. You can use the data to support your plays as well. It's a great app to use, so link for that in the description. And I really want to thank anybody and everybody who supports me in any way. Your support always means a lot to me. I have one money line play. I got this play for plus 160, and that's Fiorentina plus 0.5 going up against Mainz. This is just the equivalent of Fiorentina to win or draw. I just don't see Fiorentina losing this game. It has two teams that have done poorly domestically in their own league. Both teams have done poor, but have done well here in this tournament. Fiorentina, despite coming off a game in which they lost and they have sacked their coach, I trust them more than this Mainz side. Even with them sacking their coach, it could be a possible morale boost. They could change their play a little bit. They can change things up, I guess you can say. And I just like their team more. They have better class players, world class. I'm not gonna say world class, but they have better players, more experienced players such as Moise Kean. They have Edin Dzeko. They have Piccoli. They have Mondragora in the midfield. They have De Gea in goal. They have a lot of great players that can get them a result here. They have won both games so far in the Conference League. Pretty convincingly, honestly. They kept clean sheets in both, won 2-0 and 3-0, so they played well offensively, played well defensively, and Mainz have also won both games, but they scraped both of their wins 1-0. One of them, they only scored one despite the other team getting an early red card, and then they won the other game 1-0, but only won because of a penalty, so they've really struggled offensively as well, and Fiorentina have showed to do well defensively when they've played in these cup games. Besides, Mainz as a team in Bundesliga have been an aggressive team that have fouled the 6th most, and one of Fiorentina's biggest strengths is attacking set pieces, which is good for us. Besides, in the league, Mainz have conceded in all 9 games. So I see Fiorentina scoring here and just keeping the lead. It could be a 0-0 game, hence why I'm taking this play. And you're getting better value for taking this instead of them to just score. I see them scoring. I don't see Mainz scoring too, if at all. And I see them getting at least a point here. So I like this play. Fiorentina plus 0.5 going up against Mainz for minus 160. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll quickly go over last video's picks. We get to where the roll began. We swept the player props. We had Nikola Krustovic under 3 shots. It was a tough matchup. He got subbed out just like I thought. He went under. He only had 1 shot. And then we had Richard Rios to go hard in 0.5 shots. He hit in the first half. If you took his normal line at 1.5, he hit as well. I thought about taking at 1.5, but I wanted to play it safe. Hence why I'm taking this one. Same thing with the Anthony play that I have in this video. If you want to take the 3.0 line, you can as well. I can see him getting 3 shots. It's just whether he gets that 4th. But I'm playing it safe at the 1.5 just in case. And then we did have the money line play. We did unfortunately miss Pafos and Villarreal. I underestimated that Pafos defense again. Pafos were able to score, so I wasn't wrong in them playing offensively. But I guess I underestimated their defense. Villarreal struggled. They had their chances, but Pafos was able to keep a clean sheet and won that game with 1-0. So hats off to Pafos. Good for them. I guess bad read on my part. I underestimated them, but I do like this Fiorentina play. I like my player prop play, so I feel confident in these plays. Player prop wise, we've had a pretty good run going, so hopefully we can keep carry that momentum on in both player props and money lines in this video. Like I mentioned, I do anticipate having at least 1 or 2 more added plays, whether it's 1 more money line and 1 more player prop. I just want to see what the lineups are because again, especially in the Europa and Conference League, it's much more unpredictable to how teams might line up. So I'm waiting for that. So if I do have more plays, it will be in the pinned comment or also in the Discord. So keep an eye out for those. But other than that, hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.